I think everyone would agree that there's something about staying in Venice for several days that changes the way you experience the city. On the first day, Venice feels cinematic. By the second, it feels historical. But somewhere around day 3 or 4, things begin slowing down. You stop chasing landmarks and start noticing atmosphere instead. The sound of water against stone, the movement of morning light through narrow canals, the texture of buildings quietly aging beside the lagoon. And honestly, that's exactly why this family day trip to Burano and Murano became one of our favorite experiences in Venice. Not because it was the grandest, but because it felt the most human. Today we're leaving central Venice behind and heading deeper into the Venetian Lagoon, exploring two islands that reveal a quieter, softer, and more emotional side of Italian architecture and everyday life. Quick travel tip before we start. The easiest way to do this day trip is by Vaporetto, Venice's public water bus system. From Venice, take Vaporetto Line 12 from Fondamente Nove and head first to Murano. Then continue on the same line from Murano to Burano. That route flows naturally because Murano sits closer to Venice, while Burano is farther out into the lagoon. And at the end of the day, simply take Vaporetto Line 12 directly back from Burano to Venice during sunset. Stay until the end. Find out if we did that. Honestly, the boat rides themselves become part of the experience. We are now in Murano. Murano feels completely different from Venice. Less theatrical, more grounded. Architecturally, the island feels shaped by work instead of spectacle. And that's because Murano's identity was built around one thing: glassmaking. For centuries, Venice moved its glassmakers here because the furnaces were considered too dangerous for the main city, which transformed Murano into something incredibly unique: an island where craftsmanship shaped the entire urban character. And you can still feel the history everywhere. Brick textures softened by moisture and time. Simple facades. We're eating here for lunch. Wide workshop openings. Industrial restraint. Nothing here feels overly polished. That restraint is what makes Murano beautiful. Come on, I'm talking to you. Come on. Murano, finally. We're going to eat lunch there. Before discovering Murano even further, we stopped for brunch at Ristorante La Fornace. And honestly, it ended up becoming one of those quiet travel moments that stays with you. Sitting beside the canal with family, watching boats pass slowly through the water while the island moved at its own calm rhythm. Fresh pasta, espresso, the sound of glass workshops nearby, everything felt slower in the best possible way. Architecturally, even the restaurant experience felt connected to Murano itself. Just look at that Murano glass chandelier. It reminds me of the time when we used to order these chandeliers for the royal family back in Brunei. And I finally made it to the place where they were made.
For you is your Aperol Spritz,
Let's see.
and you have glasses of red wine, sir.
Warm textures, natural light reflecting off the canal, and it's at the corner. Simple Venetian detailing without feeling overly formal. It didn't feel staged for tourists. It felt lived in.
Yes.
For you, sir.
He's the boss.
And honestly, those are usually the places that become the most memorable while traveling.
Is YouTube okay also if I make a review in YouTube? Okay, say hi to my channel. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Yuri.
You can go there and you can make a review.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very happy.
Okay.
Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers.
One of my favorite moments in Murano wasn't even a landmark. It was simply walking beside the canal afterward with family. Coffee in hand, no rush, no schedule, pressure. Just
Glasses, though.
observing.
Dinner glass.
And maybe that's the real luxury of travel now. Not collecting destinations, but experiencing places slowly enough to actually feel them. Even ordinary moments start to become cinematic here. The reflections, the movement of boats, the way water changes the light every few seconds.
14 glass demo and Prosecco spritz for beer 20.
In Venice, atmosphere becomes part of the architecture.
The bracelet. Yeah. You can ask.
Piece of Burano glass and the metal is allergic metal without nickel. And gold plated 24 carats.
I see.
Color of glass.
Do you want that? Okay. He wants that.
The green one?
Yes. It says authentic from Murano.
Where are you from?
We are from Boston.
If you have your passport, I can do for you the form for the test.
Just a picture?
Yes. Burano glass, the piece, and the gold plating.
Okay. Yeah.
Here the result extraction, and this is the barcode. Grazie.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Grazie. Ciao.
And then, eventually, the mood changes completely. Because Burano appears almost like a painting floating in the lagoon. At first, it barely feels real. The colors are so vivid, they almost look digitally enhanced. Turquoise beside yellow, pink beside emerald green, orange reflections dissolving into blue water. And this is where the entire energy of the day shifts. Burano feels joyful immediately. Where Murano feels material, Burano feels emotional. Where are we today? We're in Burano. And architecturally, what surprised me most was how calm the island actually feels underneath all the color. We made it in Burano and we're waiting for the sunset. I guess this is the best spot because there's a lot of people here now. I thought it was the other bridge. Because the buildings themselves are incredibly simple. Small footprints, consistent roof lines, minimal ornamentation, human scale proportions, which means the color becomes the architecture itself. This is Tre Ponti, the three bridges over the canal, and it's hard to miss it. The single one looking like that, where you're at the best spot to catch the sunset here in Burano. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I think we're getting coffee. Still have half an hour until sunset. And it's getting chilly. And somehow it works beautifully because the forms remain restrained. That balance is incredibly difficult in design. Too much complexity and spaces start feeling chaotic. But Burano understands restraint instinctively, even through bold color. As the afternoon shifted toward evening, Burano softened completely. The colors became warmer, the canals calmer, the reflections almost watercolor like. And this is where architecture and atmosphere become inseparable. Because the buildings alone are beautiful, but light is what completes them. The shadows, the reflections, the movement of water, everything becomes part of the composition. That's what I'll probably remember most about this day. Not just the architecture itself, but how it felt experiencing it together. By the time we headed back toward Venice, the city felt different somehow. Slower, warmer, more personal. Murano reminded us of craftsmanship. Burano reminded us of joy. And together they revealed a side of Venice that feels less performative on the island. This wasn't simply a day trip. It became one of those family travel memories where architecture, atmosphere, and emotion all together at the same pace.
So this red I can see. I like this red.
Oh, really? Those are usually the moments that stay with us the longest. And somehow our day in the lagoon still wasn't finished. On the way back from Burano, we accidentally missed our stop returning to Venice and ended up back in Murano at night. It may have been the perfect mistake because seeing Murano glowing quietly in the evening felt completely different from earlier in the day. The reflections became softer, the canals calmer. The warm restaurant lights bouncing against the water almost made the island feel cinematic in an entirely new way. After experiencing Burano's color during the day, Murano at night suddenly felt intimate, moody, and deeply atmospheric. And somehow ending the trip there made the entire day feel complete. If you enjoyed exploring Venice through architecture, atmosphere, and travel storytelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me here on Sass Interiors. We are exploring design not just as spaces, but as experiences, as memory, as feeling. That's what makes travel so inspiring. Thank you for spending this beautiful day with us in Burano and Murano, and I'll see you in the next one. Love and light to all. And remember, style is what you make or break. Bye.